get the Mutant Beast. Not bad. Burn ourselves almost to death. That was dangerous.
Don't forget to drink your Ovaltine.
Welcome to another video. Today I am going to be playing Mutants with the Ghoti fish. It's a great combo. Seen other people try it out. If you want to skip to the gameplay, check the link in the description. You'll fast forward right there. If you want to watch me waste my gems, you stick around, because we got some mutants that we need to get. So we got to get lucky with the pulls. Alright, I'm going to generate this mutant beast. And we're going to try and get pulling. Let's go to the pack. Apparently I've been here before. Life finds a way. It's the dinosaur pack. Alright. We got to pull enough mutants that we can build the deck. Always do the first 10 pull live. Then Konami gives you better luck. Maybe they remember the last time I spent some money, so maybe they'll give me some good pulls, because the last time I spent money, if you spend money, Konami will scam you less. That's what I hear. But you never know. You never know. Alright. Alright, I forgot. These are the packs where you can get not cards that you don't want. Hot Red Dragon Archfiend's Bane. I don't think that's one that we want. Pack number 3. Upgrade to SR maybe. Still nobody knows what that means. All those glows, everything. It's a mystery. A mystery that will go on forever, right? Okay, we got one pack SR. Evo Force, not what we're looking for. Okay. So far, we are at 0 hits, but that's okay. So in case you don't know, the first 4 cards are from outside the pack, and then the rest are from inside. So this is a UR, which is great, but it's not a pack UR, which means it's probably not the mutant. It's something random. Alright. Another Evo Force, and oh, Evo's Orlagia. Wait, that is from the pack, but it's not. It was a coincidence, but it's not what we want. All right, I have Evo Orlagia. Let me craft that one, decraft it, turn it into a third of what we're looking for with the mutants. Okay. Now I always say this: the average. I'm pretty sure I read the like stats page on thing, and it says the average is 2.5 URs per 10 pull. But in real life, you don't always get that much. But here you go, second UR, pack number 7. Am I going to be able to play mutants today? Well, there's always the credit card if this doesn't work. All right, Galaxy Tachyon Dragon. Okay, that's not a mutant. So far we're at 0 mutants, and I'm remembering now why these secret packs are so rough. Again, a third UR. Okay, here we got a good number of URs. So even though we get 3 trash URs. We can just dismantle them, get one of the ones we're looking for, and looks like we got double UR. Konami remembered I spent money, giving me the mutant synthesis. All right, perfect. So we actually did get 4 URs. 3 of them are dinosaur monsters I already got, so I can dismantle and get the second one, which means I only need 1 UR, one more mutant UR from this set, and I'm good to build the deck. We really pulled 2. All right, not bad, not bad. Pull another Lagia. Very nice. So 2 more random URs and I can just craft whatever I want. This was a pretty good pull. Don't usually get this lucky with the pulls here. Oh my goodness, look at all these SRs. Alright. Hyper Blaze. Gem Knight. Runic Destruction. Evo Singularity. Nice little Prismatic Destruction. I love that. Alright. Very cool. Okay, so this was a good pull, but still missing. So I gotta do one more 10 pull. Alright. Not bad. 2,000 gems for mutants. Not that bad. Alright. We're gonna skip this because we don't have time. Hey, oh, excuse me. Alright, I got everything I needed. And there you go. That's why you spend real money, because then Konami listens through your headset to know what you're looking for, that you're looking to play mutants, and they give you all the cards you want. I don't have to craft anything. Alright. I know I said I was gonna show you live gameplay today, and I will. Alright. But right after I stop recording my live play, I just played one more game for fun, and I think I gotta show you this one first. Alright, we're going first. We got everything we could ever want. Pot of Desires. Draw 2. Let's check what we banished. We drew Mutant Beast. We banished a Mutant Beast, a Mutant Arsenal, and a Mutant Mist. That means this Mutant Beast is our only big mutant in the deck. That is a problem, but we can work around it. That's the risk of playing pot. You can banish your combo pieces. Mutant M5. Search for mutant monster. Opponent. Negating. Negating with the effect Veiler. Alright. This is all good. Let's activate E-Telly. Get that mutant ST46 out here. We're going to search for the mutant cry. Link into a Sprite Elf. It's a bit greedy, but the mutants that are level 2, we can just get it back. And then we can get back more level 2s on our next turn. Let's get it back, activate its effect, tribute itself, banish the shift from hand, and now we get to summon the mutant beast from hand. You can summon it from deck 2. We got it in hand. It's our only one left. We got to be very careful with it. We're going to set mutant cry. We're going to pass. We got the ability to make the mutant fusion. We have to use our one mutant beast though, so it's a big risk. We have to choose what we're going to do. Opponent playing, of course, tier limits. We are in the championship cup. Opponent milling a billion cards, as is tradition. Sheeran activating. We got to make a choice here. Let's Sprite Elf. Get our mutant to the hand to try and get a search. Opponent chaining the Kelbeck. Activating the Mudora to shuffle. Shuffling our target away. Got to get rid of those shufflers the best we can. Alright, and now we chain the shift because we're going to banish the field. We are banishing the field, and we want to banish the field right when that fusion summon happens. So we get our Ghoti to the deep beyond. Opponent shuffles. Opponent summons. Opponent fusion summons into Kikalos. Let's ban Kikalos. This is why Ghoti is so good. You ban Kikalos. This is the only way. If Konami won't do it, we will. Kikalos gonna add a card to the hand. We're gonna banish, and we're gonna chain respond with this mutant cry. Now our fusion monster is gonna get banished by our Ghoti to the deep beyond. But if you were paying attention earlier, we only have one mutant beast, and this mutant cry is gonna shuffle it back in the deck so we can use it again. So that is why we were activating the mutant cry. Pro plays, all right. The live games are I'm still learning the deck, but the pro plays happen at the end after you turn off the record. All right, let's summon that synthesis. All cards get banished. Kiklo's adding a Havness to hand. Suliak gonna search for a Sheeran. Opponent can still do tier plays. They have not normal summoned. Can a Met Noise, but they don't have the Kiklos. Opponent set and 3 back row hitting us with them early. Pass into us. Alright, gotta play real careful here. Go to the beyond, gonna come back to the field. Opponent negating with the crime. Crime negate. Deep beyond gets shuffled back in the deck. Okay, maybe we can make him again later. Opponent letting us go. Alright, let's normal summon the mutant M5. When it's summoned, we add a mutant to hand. Opponent responding with a Havness. Havness gonna mill. We got this call by. We got the call by negate. A tier. No tier is milled. Okay. Add that mutant to hand. It can special summon itself to the field if we have a mutant. Let's activate the mutant fusion. Opponent activated an effect on our turn. If opponent activated a card effect this turn, you can use a mutant from your graveyard and deck as material. Our mutant beast is back in the deck, and we got lots of mutants in the graveyard. Is opponent going to try and shuffle? Well, we have 4 mutants in the graveyard, so if opponent shuffles, they gotta... Wait, hold on. 1, 2... Oh, we have 3 mutants in the graveyard. Opponent could shuffle them all away. That would be the thing to do. Opponent activating the shuffler. But they're shuffling their own graveyard. Not even paying attention. Not reading. You know what? That's fair. I didn't read the mutant fusion either. Let's mutant fusion. Banish our one mutant beast. And our random mutant from the graveyard. Get the synthesis. Synthesis gets to pop a card on the field. Let's pop this back row. Opponent responding with a Met Noise. Nice try, opponent. Mutant synthesis has another effect. When opponent activates a card effect, quick effect, we can activate. Mutant synthesis becomes unaffected by that effect of that card type for the rest of the turn. So Tyrant's Meta Noise, trying to flip this face down, unaffected. Synthesis, not getting flipped face down. Pop in that back row. Super poly, very frightening. Let's activate. Mutant in hand, special summon itself. Summon back the Spray Elf. Attack over our Tyrants. Opponent's Tyrants, leaving them with nothing. Opponent not gonna wait. They are out of here. Alright, love to see it. Let's go on to the real live games. Alright, we are testing out Mutant Ghoti in the World Championship Qualifiers. Now, I am under no impression that this is not a top tier deck. This is not tier limits in tier 0 meta, but we're gonna try it out. We're gonna have fun. And I'm doing a live duel today. So usually I do the pre-recorded because it's a lot faster. So if you like watching me duel live, let me know down in the comments, because you know, we'll just see how it goes. I think it's just a little different spice. And I'm not going to edit this, so if there's long pauses because the opponent's playing slow, well, you're going to see it live. E-Telly, great starter in this deck. Same with the Mutant M5. We'll see what the opponent's up to. And we'll see what we can do going second versus Branded Despia. Now, Branded does usually banish. It's their form of interaction, which should be okay for this deck to deal with. We also have Pot and a Crossout. So we'll see what the opponent sets up, and we'll see what we can do. Opponent. Again, the Lubellion discarding a Springen's Kit. The Tragedy is going to activate. Let him search for a Despia card, I believe. Despia monster, there we go. Getting that Aluber. And opponent has not normal summoned yet because they had this in hand. Branded Fusion was in hand, so opponent still can normal summon. We're going to see the Mirror Jade, I'm expecting. Opponent choosing the Mirror Jade. There we go. Attack mode or defense mode. Opponent feeling scared today. Putting that Mirror Jade in defense mode. Normal summon the Aluber. Probably going to get the Branded in red. We shall see. Maybe they get Branded Fusion, set themselves up for next turn. Opponent. Opponent. Still thinking. Opponent. Take my advice, get Branded in red. If they get Branded in red, they can set it, and then they can do a fusion on our turn. Make the Chimera, but they're going for the Branded opening. Interesting choice. Branded opening kind of lets them is gonna let them summon an Aluber from the deck and search on our turn. So interesting choice. I am assuming that's what they set. Could have been bait. Could be trying to trick us. All right. So what do you do here? Well, yeah, okay, opponent going for the Brand opener right now. So that is a little interesting of a choice. See, with this Brand opening in the graveyard, it does mean the Mirror Jade can be protected once per turn from destruction, because this has an effect. If a fusion monster be destroyed by card effect, you can banish this from the graveyard instead. Just from card effect though, so not by battle. That in mind. Okay, opponent searching. All right, and we're gonna start out with this Pot. Hopefully we don't banish any important combo pieces. Banishing some random stuff. Looks like we're good though. Opponent has the Ash Blossom. All right, well, we can negate the Ash Blossom. I think we do. Pot of Greed. Probably worth it. I should have checked my pile to make sure I still had an Ash in the deck, but you know what? I trust myself. Always, if you're playing, always check your pile to make sure you have what you need. Alright. Negate the Ash Blossom. Crossout designated. Now, you can also use Crossout to banish a Ghoti fish, but, you know, why do that when we can draw 2 cards? Drawn into an Ash and another E-Telly. E-Telly. Not once per turn. Very fun fact. Alright. Well, I think we're going to activate this. Special summon a Psychic monster from the deck. If opponent has Ash, Max C, we're in big trouble, but that's okay. Alright, so this Mutant ST, when it's summoned, is going to add a Mutant Spell Trap. So we're going to do that. Opponent has activated a card effect during our turn. So that's going to give us a nice little extension option. Opponent, what are you doing? Letting it go. Letting it go. We get the Mutant Fusion. Alright, and if we activate this, it's going to let us make our mutant and then we can pop a card. But the Mirror Jade is immune from poppage right now, and it'll get immediately banished by the Mirror Jade. So what I think we'll do instead is activate this mutant. We'll activate this mutant in hand. First, activate. We're going to banish. I think the Ash Blossom is probably appropriate. Ash Blossom is appropriate here. Banish the Ash Blossom. Still got that other E-Telly. Get the Mutant Beast. Opponent. If they activate a monster effect now, we can banish a card from our hand or field, negate the activation, and banish that card. So if they activate Mirror Jade, we can negate and banish. Alright, opponent, let it go. And now we can Mutant Fusion. And now we can pop their Aluber and attack. We could also Mutant Beast, search for a mutant monster. That's probably worthwhile. So we'll do that too. It'll also give us something on the field to use as material, so it's not not too vulnerable on the field. Opponent. Let it go. Get a mutant. And I guess we'll just add this mutant. Yeah, why not? Mutant to hand. Sure, this deck is actually pretty powerful. This is my first game on ladder with it. Okay, so we can activate this to get another mutant from the deck. Now, I might even be able to get lethal here. We will see. Alright, let's summon the mutant. We're going to save our mutant fusion for last. Summon this. And now we're going to start activating. Activate. Get a mutant from the deck. So we got the monster one. Now let's get the trap one. There we go. This is the one you get with a trap. This one negates monster effects. This one negates spell effects. I should have read them. This is the one that negates monster effects. This one will banish the Mirror Jade. This one only negates spell effects. So clearly reading the card explains the card. We're still learning, alright? That's why we do it live. Alright, now we'll activate Mutant. We can get the third mutant by banishing a spell. By banishing a spell, we can get the third mutant. And now we can negate every type of effect. Alright. Look at this. It's beautiful. And we can go into an XZ here. Go into the Dreadloop, that would be pretty funny. Hope Harbinger. And Lancelot. Got nice options for XZs. Let's Mutant Fusion. And if this Mirror Jade leaves the field, all our monsters are going to get popped. So we do have to try and get lethal here. Mutant Synthesis. We can use 2 monsters as material, and we can use one from our deck because our opponent activated a monster effect. How polite of them. Let's get popping. Oh, opponent activating. I mean, we can banish a card from the field with our mutant. Ooh, wait, hold on a second. Opponent activates a card or effect. You can activate this effect for the rest of his turn. This face-up card is unaffected by effects cards of the same type. And then this one also. I don't know if we can activate both of these. We'll try. We definitely want to banish a card, so we're going to do this one first. And we have to banish a card from our hand or field. We'll probably banish this E-Telly. I don't think we're going to be using it. Banish the Mirror Jade. Yeah, so we can only activate one effect because it's a little awkward. They both have to respond to the next chain link, so luckily we should be able to get lethal here. So going to activate, yeah, pop a card on field, that's fine. Alright, let's show off lethal damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, we already got lethal. We don't even need to do anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Lethal damage. Let's go to battle. We could have also made Dreadloop to do additional lethal damage, but that is not necessary. Mutants. Hey, they seem like they're pretty good. That is game 1. Mutant Ghoti. Not even needing the Ghoti in game 1. Pretty sick. Alright, let's go on to the next game. Alright, now we're already ranking up, playing Mutants. And the Mutants looked really good in that first game, I'm gonna say. They look pretty sweet. We summoned a lot of monsters, we banished things. Opponent even going second, not bad, not bad. Alright, now the idea of this deck is we're gonna summon Ghotis and then do the Ghoti fish plays. And hey, there you go. We get Ghoti fish plays as an option, except we're gonna have to have our opponent help us out a little bit. Opponent. Going first. Tearlament's Grief. Special summon a Tearlament's monster or Visa Star from your deck or graveyard, and then send. Hey, you know what? I think we gotta have to negate this. Don't usually see people play Grief, which is weird because special summoning a tier from the deck and sending from the hand doesn't seem like a bad thing to be doing. Also has an effect when it's milled. Okay, opponent has the Rhino Heart anyway. Maybe we should have let them summon the Rhino Heart and then negate it, but it probably doesn't matter. Just tier elements. They can do everything. Opponent, fusion summoning with the Sheeran into a... Oh, not even using the Rhino Heart on field. Making the Kikalos. Kikalos going to send one of the other tier names to the graveyard, presumably, to fusion summon, or could add one to hand. We'll see. With tier elements, you never know. There they go, add to hand is Sheeran. Sheeran going to summon itself for free, mill 3. Pretty good play. Let's see what they mill randomly. Oh, discarding a Kelbeck means they're going to hit mill 5. Opponent playing Luna Lights. Not something I usually see. Luna Lights. They hit Shufflers. Nothing relevant in our graveyard. That is a weakness of this deck is it doesn't have cards that activate in the graveyard. So your tier elements milling you is not going to be beneficial at all, generally. Kaleido Heart. Sorry, Kaleido Chick is activating to send a Lunalight from your deck to your graveyard. But it was negated, but it's still activated. That is interesting. Alright, Lunalight Perfume. Adding Lunalights. I've never seen tier element Lunalights. This is definitely new. I don't think this is better than regular tier elements. I think if they just did regular tier plays, they would be doing better here, but we'll see. Opponent activating Tiger. Tiger is targeting Lunalight in the graveyard. Special summoning it. Getting the Wolf. Yellow Martin is going to return itself to the field, return a Lunalight to the hand. Now they can do 2 rank 4 Xyz. Okay. So maybe they make a Tiger King. Alright, not expecting that. I was expecting Time Thief Redoer with the tier elements so that they can tier element fusion summon on our turn. Now they get to set a Fire Formation Spell Trap, which can be the Fire Formation Tenki, which searches for any beast monster, I believe. The opponent is sending their Rhino Heart to the graveyard to summon Rhino Heart, which is already activated this turn. And I don't really understand why they did that. That was a bit of a weird play. Just, I guess, doing things that they can do. Alright, opponent gonna search for Fire Formation Tenki. Detach material, negate the effects of face-up monsters currently on the field except Beast Warriors. So they negated the effects of their own tier elements. That is an interesting choice. I thought this searched for something. When this exercise... Okay, so they're not playing Fire Formation spells because otherwise it searches on Summon. Okay, now they're making a Cat Dancer. This card was very annoying in Duel Links because it can't be destroyed by battle, but lots of ways to get rid of stuff in Masterduel. Okay, opponent. Now you're going to make the Time Thief Redoer, correct? I don't know why you negated all your own tier elements. That's a very strange play with the Brotherhood of the Fire Fist. Tiger King. Ending the turn. Well, this is probably the weakest tier elements board I've ever seen in my life. E-Telly. Pretty good, actually, in this situation. This is the Masterduel World Series Cup right now. Alright. What activatable effects? Opponent has the Shufflers. That's the only activatable effect they have. So, we can get a mutant monster. Probably is the one we want. So, normal summon, add a mutant monster. So, we'll get this. I guess the defense mode probably doesn't matter. Get a mutant monster. And now we're going to get the one that searches a spell. We'll get the mutant ST 46. And we're going to summon it. Get a mutant spell. We're going to probably get the field spell and shuffle these guys into the deck. I don't think my opponent's going to be activating any monster effects here. When this is activated, special summon a level 4 or lower mutant from your hand, or that is banished. Okay, so we'll add this. We're actually gonna do this order. So we're gonna activate this now, because we can just resummon it for free. Oh, it's not banished. That's fine. We meant to do this. We'll banish our paces. Paces will come back to the opponent's turn. Get ourselves the Mutant Beast from the deck. Now, we can special summon our mutant. Oh, there we go. That's how you do it. Special summon a level 4 lower mutant from your hand or that is banished. This one specials itself for free. We already banished a monster, so no, I guess, and our other mutant beast is in hand. So yeah, let's try and not get value out of this field spell. We don't need it. No, we don't need to special summon. We're gonna activate this. Shuffle our mutant beast into the deck. Draw an MO5, okay. We'll special summon this for free. We will activate this. We can tribute it. Banish a mutant card from our hand or deck to special summon a monster. So we'll get the Mutant Arsenal. Oh wait, no. Gotta pay attention. Pay attention to which one we want. Depending on the card that we get. Mutant Arsenal, we have to banish a trap. So we banish a trap, we get the Mutant Arsenal. There we go. And we can banish the field spell to get the Mutant Mist on the field. Do we want to do that? Well, if we do that, we could Draglubion and probably get lethal damage. Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably getting lethal damage makes the most sense here. Alright, so we activate this, hit the field spell to get our mist. Oh, we can banish from our graveyard too and keep the field spell. Or sorry, banish from our hand and keep the field spell, get another beast. That makes more sense, I think. Get the other beast. Is it actually lethal damage? Oh, it's not, because Draglubion, if you activate it, says that monster is the only one that can attack. So, not lethal. We'll just have to keep this play out and then do our Ghoti plays on the opponent's turn. That seems better anyway. Alright. So, let's go to battle. Clear out our opponent's tier limit monsters, probably. I don't know why they left them out on the field like this. Yeah. And clearing the tier limits makes the most sense, although we do have to clear this because it can negate our monster effects. So clear this guy. Clear one of the level 4s. And clear the Kit Kalos. Sometimes you try and make a play and then you realize the play would not win you the game and then you have to do something different. Alright, now we could make this to negate spell effects. Not likely our opponent's going to do that. We could do this, but when a player activates a spell tracker monster effect, detach negate, the negate is mandatory on this, and it's not likely, we'd end up negating our own fish. So I think we actually just keep all our monsters on the field like this, toggle on, and see what our opponent does here. If they activate a spell effect, we can banish a card. If they activate a monster effect, we can banish a card, I believe, with the Mutant Arsenal. Yeah, so when we get paces back, we can nuke the field whenever we want. Opponent. They can shuffle. See what other plays they have. Opponent activating spell effect. I mean, I don't even think we care. I think we just let this Mutant Labs go. Banish a card from your hand or field, negate the activation, banish that card. And I think we just let this go. So opponent has nothing. I think we just get them with the Ghotis before they go to battle. We'll just wait. See if opponent tries to go to battle. Target a Lunalite in your graveyard, special summon it. Alright, yeah, let's go for it now. Okay, opponent's gonna summon that. And then we're gonna banish it. Wipe the whole field. With the Ghoti to the Beyond. And if it activates, we can banish it with the Mutant Arsenal Negate. So whatever he summons here, if it activates, we negate it, banish the whole field with Deep Beyond. Activate. Opponent's got nothing. I don't think Tier Limit Lunalite is the combo that you want to be doing. Opponent ending the turn. Alright, Deep Beyond coming back. Drawing a Ash Blossom. Deep Beyond comeback. Back from the ocean. Now, we did banish a lot of our hand. We don't have any follow-up plays. Ash Blossom will not get us lethal here. So we're just going to have to hit our opponent for 5,000. And hope their one top deck does not save them. Now, usually this deck wants to play with like a Macrocosmos live. So that if your Ghoti the Deep Beyond leaves the field, he just resummons himself again. Opponent has one more turn, one more draw. Let's see what it is. Tier Limits have a lot of good draws. Although Ash Blossom is not it. And that is Honorable Seppuku into the Ghoti of the Deep Beyond. And we're just crushing this Masterduel World Championship. Undefeated. Ghoti Mutants. Alright, let's go on to one more game. Oh, we leveling up. Now we're going to get the real opponents. Now that we leveled up, this is when we see the real opponents. Game number 3, and then I'll go through the deck list. Alright, game number 3. Opponent is going to level up, alright. We got to give him a real fight. Got to give him a real fight. Go first. It's our first game going first. Show him the Mutant Ghoti board. Let's go. Let's go. Alright. Pot of Desires. Double Max C. Well, if they Ash our pot, then we get to Max C them on their turn and they won't have the Ash Blossom. Alright. You know what? Let's try and bait them. If they have Ash, they might Ash this. Looks like opponent has Max C actually. Opponent. Thinking. There we go. Alright, hitting us with the Max C. Not even gonna think, alright? They're just gonna be like, Max C right now. Before you do anything, I Max C. We'll see. We'll see if Max C matters. No monster that I can special summon. Yeah, that's fine. We'll activate this. Does opponent have the Ash Blossom as well? Well, if they do, they're holding on to it. We're gonna shuffle this Mutant Beast back. Draw a card. Mutant Fusion. We can summon a Mutant Fusion monster from extra deck by banishing materials listed on it from our hand or field. Opponent has activated a card, so we can use one monster from our deck or graveyard as fusion material. So if we draw a Mutant, we'll be able to use Mutant Fusion. The question is, do we want to? And does opponent have Ash Blossom that they snuck sneaky Ash Blossom that they didn't use on our Evolution Labs, and they do! Opponent not falling for the bait. Alright, well, we don't get to draw with our pot. A little awkward. Was really hoping to draw with that pot, but opponent has no Ash. Their Maxi drew them no cards. We can Maxi on the standby phase. If opponent wants to... Now, I used to not do this, but the reason I do this now is because people are playing Triple Tactics Talent, and Triple Tactics can be activated if you activate effect on the main phase. So now I'm just throwing those Maxis out there in standby phase. Also plays around inherent summon effects. Opponent looks like they're going for Sword Soul plays. Are they going to get My Girl Mo Yi? Do the whole Sword Soul combo, try and get lethal? So if they do, we gotta have to draw something relevant to not die. Because Sword Soul can't just get lethal with their base combo. Opponent, what are you doing? We banished a lot of cards, which is going to feed the effect of the Che-Ying. Opponent, getting us. Let us draw 2 cards. Evenly matched will not be activatable because we have the Evo Labs, unless opponent banishes it. Shift, not super useful, going second. Or should I say, when you're not, it's not your turn. Shift, not that useful. Opponent thinking about making Che-Ying. Do they know that these 10 banished cards are going to boost Che-Ying's attack to absurd levels? We'll find out. They also didn't search for Micro Moyi, which means they're not gonna get the Moyi effect. Does this mean they don't have lethal? D-barrier. Relevant. If opponent doesn't have Micro Moyi right now, oh my goodness, they're not getting lethal. Not going for lethal is a play. Do they have a card to banish to get rid of our Mutant Evolution Labs? Set in a back row. Ending the turn, we live. Mutant M05. The problem is, if we activate our mutant, we can not pop this Sword Soul Supreme Sovereign Che-Ying because he is immune from being destroyed. So what do? What's the play? If we summon this, we can add a mutant monster from our deck to our hand. I think we do it. If this is Blackout, that's probably fine. Add a mutant monster. Alright, we did the one that adds a monster, so now we do the one that adds a spell. But first, we activate MO5. Oh, we already normal summoned. Alright, so we can't activate this one, but we can activate this one on the field. Banish the goat, the shift, and that'll give us the mutant monster. Maybe we don't need to maybe banishing the shift is bad in this position. Maybe banishing the shift is bad. Do we loot this to draw a card? Banishing the shift lets us make the Ghoti the Deep Beyond during opponent's turn. And we do still have the mutant fusion, which we can activate if opponent activates a monster effect, which they're probably going to do because they're probably going to activate Che-Ying. Alright, let's do it. Trigger the Che-Ying. Banish the... We want the one... Gotta read them. The problem with the mutants is they're very confusing. So, one of them... Related cards. We want the Mutant Arsenal. That's the one that negates monster effects. Banish a card from your field, target monster field, banish it. Yeah. Okay, it doesn't actually negate, it just banishes. So, which one is Mutant Arsenal? Mutant Arsenal is Trap. So we banish a Trap. Get the Mutant Arsenal. If opponent activates Che-Ying here, then Mutant Arsenal activates as well. Okay. Activate. Now we banish the shift. Banish the Supreme Sovereign. And opponent activated a monster effect, so now we can Mutant Fusion. They're gonna banish the Arsenal for sure. Okay. So now we can activate Mutant Fusion using this in our hand and a card from the deck. Make a Synthesis. So I guess we'll use Mist from the deck. Why not? Now the problem with this is we don't have the ability to synchro summon with our fish because we don't have a level 8 on the field. That's probably okay. D-Fisher. D-Fisher also unfortunately shuts off the Maxi. Oh, let's go to battle. Hit him. Going down to one card. Any card sent to the graveyard is banished instead. Not that bad against Sword Soul. Maybe we should cut Maxi if we're playing D-Fisher. That is something to consider. Opponent, what do you got? Sword Soul. Okay, well, we get back our shift here. Can't use the shift though. Although it is infinitely coming back, because if they destroy by battle, it gets banished and then comes back. So, infinity shifts. Opponent at Harang. These are way worse when the whole graveyard gets banished. Opponent activated an effect. So we can make ourselves immune for monster effects. I guess, why not? Why not? Unfortunately, there are no level 11 fish to synchro into, but if we get back to our turn, we can make the Psychic End Punisher using these two. So we'll see what opponent can do here. And even if they pop the shift, it just comes back. So opponent going into Tanyu Monk. They can activate this Ashuna from the graveyard, actually, to get a worm. We'll see. Opponent might have a little out here. They don't have Migro Moyi though. Yeah, getting a worm. And then they can go into the level 2 Tenyi, related cards here. They're going to go into the Shaman of the Tenyi, and then they can summon another worm from the graveyard, but they don't have one to get. And all their worms are getting banished, so they're not getting anything back to hand here. What Tenyi are you going to get? Okay, Vishuda. Normally Vishuda would be great because you could send a card back to hand, but if it goes to the graveyard, it's getting banished instead. So opponent going to link 2 into Monk, Shaman of the Tenyi, right? This gets banished. Opponent doesn't really have any more plays. They can discard their last card to summon Strategist, but that doesn't give them anything. They're going to battle, attacking the Shift. Yep, okay, Shift gets banished, comes back on our turn. Opponent hoping they can live. I don't know about that, opponent. Mutant S4. Let's add a Mutant Spell Trap from our deck to hand. Shift comes back. Opponent, if only you had Migro Moyi. And I know you could have summoned, you could have got Moyi with the Emergence. What are you doing? Okay, opponent should not have any way to interact with us if we go into the Psychic End Punisher. So we will do that. And I think Psychic End can get us lethal. Once per turn, we can place a mutant from our hand to draw a card. Let's just summon this. Activate. Get a mutant spell or trap. Does this matter? Probably not. You can special summon a mutant card that's banished. Oh, yeah, it does matter. We can get one of our banished mutants back. Activate. Yes. We'll get the level 2. I should have summoned that in attack mode. It's okay. Activate. Get a mutant monster. These mutants, not actually that bad. They seem pretty solid. We can just special summon this mutant. Yo, I'm just flexing right now. I don't think we need to do any of this. Banish to get a mutant. I don't know which ones we have left. Alright, I don't know which ones we have left, but it's probably worth it anyway. Let's get a mutant. Banish this, I guess. Get the mutant beast. Not bad. Burn ourselves almost to death. That was dangerous. We can no longer activate Psychic again, but that's fine because we go to battle, and then Psychic End is going to boost his attack points to absurd levels. And opponent, looks like you're dead meat. Boom, lethal. You know what? This deck, pretty fun. Alright, let's go on to the deck list. Alright, here we go. Here is Mutant Fish, and you saw the power of the fish. You saw we did the big play. We made the Deep Beyond. We made the Psychic End Punisher. Didn't get to show off Herald of the Arclight. Kind of a backup plan. Mutant Ultimus also didn't get to show that off either. But the Synthesis came in handy quite a few times. Forgot I had Zeus. Sprite Elf. Neat little option to recur your level 2s. And yeah, the deck seems pretty fun. Seems pretty fun, pretty solid. It's got a lot of extenders, and I honestly was amazed at how many cards the mutants get. They seem to have quite the ability to cycle themselves. The mutant fusion was quite strong. Opponents very frequently activating effects in our turn. Mutant evolution labs was pretty good, summoning the banished mutants. And I really like the Deep Fishers. The list I see, I'll play Macrocosmos. I guess because it lets you activate Max C before you flip it face up, whereas Deep Fisher kind of shuts Max C off, which is a bit of anti-synergy. Also because we have a lot of things, the evenly matched is probably only really good going second, so that's why I'm only playing it too. Realizing I haven't gone through the full deck list for you guys, so Mutant at 3. We got 2 Max Cs. We got 2 Mutant MO5s. Sorry, 3 Mutant MO5s. 2 Paces. 2 Shift. 2 Ash Blossoms. Triple Mutant ST46. 2 Mutant Beasts. 1 Mist. 1 Arsenal. 2 Pot of Desires. Mutant Fusion. Mutant Evolution Lab. Part 2. 2 D-Fishers. 2 E-Tellies. These let you get, they're all psychics, so this actually lets you get any of the mutants, which is pretty nice. Another card I'm really hoping Konami unhits, because there's a lot of decks that like E-Telly that aren't really broken or anything, and they could let E-Telly go to 3, and I think that'd be fun. Alright, we're only playing 1 Call by the Grave because of Deep Fisher kind of banishing monsters, and Macrocosmos banishing everything, so only 1 Call by, maybe that's a mistake. 2 Evenly, 2 Imperms, 2 Mutant Cries, 1 Macrocosmos, and the Mutant Expansion. Not sure about this one. Probably you could just play another Cry, or maybe even another copy of the Fusion, because Fusion seemed quite strong. Yeah, that's the main deck. In the extra, we got 2 Synthesis, 1 Tatsunoko, which you can make with the Fish and the level 1 Mutant. Probably not going to come up now that I've played the deck, realizing that you're probably not going to be using your mutants that way, but it's an option. And then Tatsunoko lets you synchro summon using a monster in your hand, which again, you'd have to have one of the beasts in hand to do anything with it, and then you can go into a Psychic and Punisher, which isn't terrible. We got Herald of the Arclight, we got Baron, we got Supreme Sovereign, we got Ghoti the Beyond, we got the Psychic End, we got the Numeron Dragon, we got the Lancelot, we got the Hope Harbinger, we got the Draglubion, which lets you turn 2 level 8s into lethal damage, 8,000 damage. You Draglubion, summon the Numeron Dragon, attach Hope Harbinger, then it increases its attack to 8,000, so on an empty board you can get lethal. We also have a Zeus and a Spray Elf. Because you have level 2s, you can just recycle your level 2s, get them back with the Spray Elf. There you go, that's the deck list. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think of the live commentary, because it's a lot easier to produce, but it feels a bit slower, so I'm not sure if people like it as much as the fast-paced replay action, where I can get more duels in. Alright, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Have a good night.